The semifinals of the 2025 World Championship were something else entirely. With just 1 week left until the grand final, today we're counting down the top 10 plays from the World's 2025 semifinals.
Yeah, they get the summoner spell, but that's all they're going to take for now. Kanavi's the only one continuing to tank the Otacon because they do not want the debuff on everybody else on top Esports. Doran making his way up through the river. 369 with a third in Tofo strike primed. Top Esports looking for something here. It's Doran jumped on immediately. However, he's into the death realm. He's going after Kanavi. He wants to take out the enemy jungler. Top Esports, they're trying to get him away. But as soon as the death realm ends, Carrier's quickness begins. And Top Esports have already lost their jungler. They're about to lose their top laner. 369 wants to go all out, but Gumayusi and T1 are all in. Hong trying to escape as Cream's got some fancy acrobatics, but he's not getting anything. T1 out-team fight him, and they'll take the Otacon.
Kanavi is given no position, no purchase, as Doran isolates him in the death realm, and after taking out the jungler, taking out 369, T1 will turn their attention towards the Baron.
Bettius, you talked about the value of one fight, and this is the fight they want.
And it's because Doran just rips Kanavi out of existence that makes it so easy. That engage is gone. Jackie Love and Hong can't actually get into the fight because they're zoned by Gumayusi and Fake.
Top Trinity Force completed for Jackie Love means a massive point of power there for the Corki, but it doesn't look like he's arriving to Drake here in time just yet. Carrier wants to get away. Nice use of the pillar there. Takes Carrier low, and now Owner has to flash out. Flash bubble attempt. Not going to get anything back there from Hong. He misses that as Gumayusi now has to flash away too. It's a ton of damage coming in as Carrier's already dead. Jackie Love killed in response. It's Fetal Warfare claimed by T1, but Doran's got to try to continue getting away. 369 looking for an angle, possibly. He goes to the public execution. 369! Damn, that's fine. He finds Gumayusi at the very edge of the fight to make it 3 kills to 3.
Jackie Love drives the
and doesn't have a first item yet, but Chovy, I haven't finished my sentence yet, or he just gets swept, doesn't get the flash, immediately gets slammed into the wall, and again, that's with BDD not having a splash.
Oh my god, he got solo killed.
Grand Starfall in from Canyon as he looks for the chase onto BDD, but BDD still has the flash, and he'll jump over the wall! They call him BDD for a reason, as he outplays Canyon and Chovy.
That is massive for the game. 2-0 for BDD. You get out the flash here, and now I think we're just going to see the solo kill one more time. He doesn't even have his ult, so Chovy must have just overcommitted to this, and I'm assuming BDD just slides in, and you're just going to get auto to death. I mean, he procced the phase rush. The phase rush expires. You cannot stand around like that. You need to be able to exit the fight. BDD is looking to take this one over.
Great use of the soldier.
So he knows he's not seen here. Still trying to be careful about this as Carrier and Doran also approaching towards this Otacon that is starting to lose some patience, down to about 2/3 HP. Cream back over in the mid lane. Top Esports backing away. Remember, they still have their tier 1 turret down here in the bottom lane, and it still has a lot of health.
Top Esports knows something is up. They cannot find Owner, and they know that's an issue, but it's misses on the ult.
They wanted the public execution. They can't get Gumayusi. 3-man pop blossom from Peria, and Jackie Love's dead again. This time, his friends might just go with him. Gumayusi needs a little bit more as Kanavi chases forward on the Doran. The Trundle needs the kill, but he dies to the Cataclysm. Cream locked up by Faker. It's a Justice punch to the jaw, and Gumayusi knocks him out. Triple kill for the Kaisa as Hong's a fish out of water, and T1 get an ace for 2.
Top Esports try desperately to catch anyone on the side of T1, but once that misses, the Carrier finds the play. The ulti connects onto 3, but their target is Jackie Love. He trades his life to take out the AD carry, and then it's cleanup for T1.
It does not feel like LPL's day. It doesn't really feel like their decade, to be perfectly honest. And it looks like Faker, as he continues to make plays with T1, they want to march towards another World Finals for themselves.
As Canyon looks for the flank, the wall down, Cars trying to get on the right side of it and is able to walk away. Riftail charging in to Gen.G, but isn't going to be able to do too much. Keen still looking for that flank from the top side as Gen.G continue to leash the Otacon.
Yeah, Gen.G trying to force KT's hand. They got some critical cooldowns there. No Mundo ult is massive, and they're getting sown by the Anivia.
There's a hostile takeover. Duro will be looking for that unbreakable. Chovy forced away towards the tri-bush. 6,000 HP on the Artican right now. Impale lands. Hostile takeover coming out as well. It's eaten by the unbreakable. BDD flashing forward with the miasma. Redemption's coming out as Dogdam dances around the fight. Keen forced to flash away. Perfect able to escape with a sliver of HP, as is Peter. Ruler now on the front line. He stares into the eyes of BDD and he's turned to stone. His tombstone litters the rift as KT win the fight at Artican.
It's KT winning the fight, getting the Otacon, and they are going for the dragon here as well. It's going to be KT on soul point, on match point, 8-1, and on the precipice of one of the most unlikely finalists in World's history.
And it is KT that punish a Gen.G that thinks we can make it work. Some of the cooldowns are down. But this is such an awkward position to fight. Yes, they find perfect, but he still gets off his combo. It doesn't actually end up mattering. And with Chovy unable to do the damage, with Keen having to back off, Ruler tries to find his window, but instead just gets ulted. BDD takes out so much of the damage.
BDD has just been so stalwart for KT in this series. Moving in, flashing forward, creating
Control of this Baron pit, and they might very well try to force Gen.G into a fight.
They're looking for the fight. Hostile takeover going down as Canyon has to flash away. Has a Mega Blast Cone there for him to try and escape, but there's no Fate's Call, there's no hostile takeover, there's no maximum dosage, and there's no Call of the Forge God. Will Gen.G want to take the fight? Azale thinks it's already over, and perhaps it is for KT. Gen.G stepping forward, KT still on that Baron, 5,000 on it as Canyon looks for a flank position. The Baron, the target for KT, they'll smite it, they'll secure it. Dogdam stepping forward, dashing onto Keen. The damage on the perfect as well, but a petrifying gaze once again from BDD. He sends Gen.G home in body bags. Chovy trying to escape, and he will manage to get to the safety of his tower.
And BDD says, I am going to the World Finals, as he flashes in. Perfect, finds the perfect knock-up.
That Jaculov, even though he's got a 2-7-5 scoreline, he's 3 levels behind Gumayusi, still does not hesitate to press W towards T1. He knows that they will not turn this game around idly by.
Corner over the wall, immediately goes into the Cataclysm. Jackie loving the pressure as Gumayusi pops the Seeker, staying alive for now, needs a little bit more damage. Carrier swoops in behind him. Gumayusi's still alive. Top Esports is not. It's T1 with a full send.
T1 crashes down on Top Esports, and it will be the base that will be next to fall.
Strong members, Keen and Chovy, but it does really just feel like KT is running the rift.
Perfect with the phase check, the slam into the wall. The arrow follows up, and once again it hits Chovy somehow. Gen.G on the retreat, KT will back away, don't have to go any further. They still have the Keeper's Verdict, the Emperor's Divide. They use the Redemption to top up perfect. They turn their eyes towards the Drake Soul for them. Canyon a long way away, has that Grand Starfall. Keen gonna try and flank across here. Could use the World Ender. Starfall in from Canyon, looks for the steal, but immediately he's yeeted. The Keeper's Verdict finds him guilty, and Emperor's Divide knocks the World Ender into the middle. The Shockwave finds KT, but Duro dives in, and the rest of Gen.G just can't follow him. KT claim the soul, they claim the kills, and they claim Gen.G's lives.
KT is just running through the fight. Chovy's in trouble. BDD's going.
BDD can still chase him in. He's the only one left alive. Chovy stands alone as KT clean up the fight.
And that is a 5-for-1. Soul for KT.
Playing with no reservations, with no fear, and it is a beautiful thing to see on the world's largest stage. Look at the timing. He's not even there for a moment, then BDD says that is not enough. We will take even more, ends the world of Keen, and just keeps the pressure going.
And there's not enough damage. Ruler doesn't even have a second item. Chovy's Shockwave is only set up for a play that never comes. And Gen.G are staring down a roller coaster of all the teams. All these years of this organization, so many have tried and so many have failed. And it really...
But but Top Esports cannot escape the nightmare that is T1. It was a 2 versus 1 that turned into a 4 versus 2 as Faker Zhonya's.
Faker walks right towards the brush, but he's got the reaction time. Top Esports wanted to find their moment. Carry is wrapping around from the side. He wants to cut off the escape. Pop Blossom on 2. Doran chasing after Hong as Jackie Love is dead again. And Doran cuts the enemy support down. Only Kanavi is alive to tell the tale. And T1's got a 5,000 gold lead.
Images of 2023 and Faker on this Galio must be in the heads of 369 and Kanavi, because they attack the side lane, they get caught. They attack the jungle, they get caught. And T1 look like they're about to take over once again.
Faker face checks, but the reaction speed, I mean, is still exquisite. Keria leveraging the clones as he often does, drawing that focus, allowing him to find an angle that Top Esports did not expect. Jackie Love, similar to what we've seen in this entire game, is locked down and shut out, and T1 are looking to go match point in this best of 5.
BDD once again is on the flank.
Yeah, BDD looking for the flank, but perfect. Already got low, and Cuz has no ult now. Chovy just controlling that space beautifully. Gen.G have a chance here. They're trying to buy time for the Orin to TP back.
It's the last stand here from Gen.G, desperately trying not to give it over, but there we go, Orin's back. His cooldown still available.
Chovy on the flank, blast cone down, Cuz cleansed away with them. Mikhail's Canyon in the pit, Cuz has to flash. As they look for the engaged Canyon going in, Cuz in the middle of the pit as well. The redemption coming out from Gen.G. Cuz trying to get out of that ult possession. The morning mist landing on towards the backline. The Elder down to 7,000. Good stun coming out. The corner of the port got Juro blocks. The Glacial Fisher out as well. The Elder secured as KT. They get it, and Dogdam it's flashing forward. Ruler rules no longer. KT clean up the fight, and now march down mid.
And KT! I can't believe it! The roller coaster is not done yet! Peter was right! We're going up, up, up!
In the most unbelievable World Semis, no one thought they could do it.
KT, all the years, all the tears, all the fears forgotten. It is one step closer to the promised land. As we see no defense available for Gen.G. KT are going to finals!